2K Sports.
Hello, everybody. Welcome as we are to another association game.
It's going to be Zach Randolph and the Memphis Grizzlies up against the Dallas Mavericks. And that's it for now. Let's send you out to Kevin Harlan and the rest of the 2K Sports crew. Enjoy the first half. We'll see you soon.
An interesting game. Both teams coming off a loss.
And both teams going through their pregame rituals, getting loose well before we're underway.
Tonight, one team will become victorious, at least.
Ready for NBA action live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg. The Dallas Mavericks, they come in off the loss to Sacramento. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down.
We're going with the same rotations. We'll see how they do tonight.
Percentage is what stood out to me in that game. You can't give up so many easy looks and expect to win.
Yeah, it was an emotionless performance, Steve. That's the way I describe it. I mean, they basically laid down, rolled over defensively.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. Marc Gasol is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Tracy McGrady and Zach Randolph. And it's Conley in at the point. And for the Mavericks, Dirk and Kaman, they're inside. Richmond is out there with Collison. And it's Carter in at the small forward. Collison against Conley. Over Collison. They get it back. Gasol. Gasol. Let's go from the baseline and nails it.
Marc Gasol.
Gasol's got the first points of the night for the Grizzlies. Looking at Memphis, they want to turn it around after the loss to the Wizards.
Overall, offensively, it was not pretty for them in that game. Obviously, I guess when you look at the final score, that's pretty clear.
Yeah, they had to be extremely frustrated by their...
Nowitzki against Pau Gasol. It's going to be an interesting matchup tonight. Nowitzki dealing with some height, actually.
And he's still going strong. Before it's all said and done, he'll probably be right there in the top 10.
That's good. We're about 1 minute into the first. Collison against Conley. Collison, no good. And Stevie talked about Nowitzki cracking that top 10 list and scoring. His game is built for longevity. There's no doubt there.
Yeah, and even as
Michael Conley with the moves.
He'll still be 7 feet tall with the remarkable shooting touch and the wide repertoire of moves and shots. It'll be hard to defend as long as he's out there because of those skills.
Another turnover by Dallas.
Outside Conley. He dishes it to Randolph. Right side Randolph. Gathers. The teardrop falls in.
This has been the start that they had hoped for, coming out knocking down 4 of their first 5 shots. Well, for a long time, the Grizzlies have been looking for something to build on, but with the core group of players that they have now, I think they have a really bright future. This is a team that defends, they play well together, and they've got really good interior passing as well.
Takes the turnaround Jay. Shot is good.
You know, you can give a defender a lot of trouble if you're consistent with that turnaround jumper. It's almost impossible to block.
McGrady gets to Gasol. He's working on Nowitzki. It's a look. Again, Memphis. Well, you mentioned the interior passing.
Wow, Gasol
works so well as a unit. Clark, they can just pick you apart.
He's probably going to have a phenomenal game tonight.
Assist numbers as a team. Gasol was one of the best passing centers, and Bates and Randolph combined for quite a few helpers as well.
Kaman and Nowitzki having a tough matchup tonight. Maybe.
His last outing, he had 8 points. Richmond with the rebound.
That's one he knows he should have made.
Collison dishes to Nowitzki. Back to Collison. Carter outside. Kicks to Collison.
McGrady with some good defense.
Here's Kaman. And the layup is good. Kaman's got his second bucket.
He made that offensive rebound count. Nice job collecting the second chance points. And Rick Carlisle, head coach of the Mavericks, actually coached previously in Detroit and Indiana. And, know, he won the coach of the
Michael
year
Conley,
in his
the
very
Grizzlies
first season
focused
as a head
tonight.
coach, 2002 with Detroit.
Here's Richmond. The shot's good. Making the play. Richmond's got his first basket of the night. The Grizzlies have gone 6 of 8 in the game so far. A very solid start for them. Outside Conley. Funny shot. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. And that's now 6 points for Conley. And going back to Rick Carlisle's time in Detroit, he'd gotten them as far as the conference finals in his second season, but was shown the door just prior to their championship here in 2004.
Mitch Richmond,
The title for next year, so
the legend, showing himself tonight so far.
A strange move nonetheless. Rick Carlisle had plenty of success, but that's the NBA. Coaches get blamed for everything, and to Carlisle's credit, he just moved on, kept working, and has had tremendous success ever since.
Marcus
Now 6
Gasol,
of their last 10 points from mid-range.
Yeah, jump shot really serving these guys pretty well.
looking like a forward out there.
Collison against Conley. The 19-foot shot, and another basket for Dallas. And the Grizzlies leading by 3. Outside Gasol. He kicks to Gasol. He feeds it to Randolph. Defended by Carter. And so
Zach Randolph out there with the Gasol brothers. It's going to be pretty interesting.
Now from Doris Wilkins across the way on the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Rick Carlisle and I got a chance to talk just for a bit. He brought up Marc Gasol, a kind of sleeper player he thinks could give them trouble. Coach said he's a guy 7 foot plus. He's very skilled, can shoot and finish over either shoulder, and he doesn't shy away from contact. He's a guy you have to really pay attention to. And I've told our guys, we can't let him have a big game. Fellas, we'll see how they do against him.
Thanks again, Doris. Collison kicks to Nowitzki. Working on Gasol. Nowitzki, the pass to Keenan. And the shot is good. Keenan's got 6.
That's the way to work the ball in close to the hoop, guys.
And here is McGrady. He's coming off a 16-point game against Washington.
Yeah, he picked his spots in that game too, Kevin, because I thought he not only did a nice job scoring, but was setting up his teammates as well.
Oh,
Here's Keenan. And so he misses the shot. The line to shoot 2.
Last season was,
see a little bit of the gravitational
from the Clippers to New Orleans.
doing that play right there.
Blocked by the Hornets. I'm sure he's glad to leave that uncertainty behind with a more settled situation here.
The first free throw is good. And for Keenan, an unrestricted free agent coming into this season.
And that can be an exciting time or a pressure-packed time for a player, depending on how he handles that. The chance to go to a team that really wants and needs your talent.
Mitch Richmond going for the highlight, but there's a defender there. Chris Kaman cleaning it up.
Respected you are around the league when it works out ideally.
Conley against Collison. Conley's shot is off.
Boy, he really bungled that finish.
Outside, Carter gets it to go. Carter's got himself on the board with 3 more.
Both sides really coming out of the gate firing.
They looked like they were raring to go in this one. A lot of offense early on.
Smart timeout. If they take the lead, they can take
Memphis
the
trailing
game.
here. And this is the first time they've matched up with the Mavericks this year.
Yeah, I think they're a little better than this ball club, and it showed last year winning the season series.
The feed to Conley. From 6 feet out, he nails him. Conley's got 8.
Boy, he's really having a nice quarter. Made some big shots for him.
Steve just mentioned how they won the season series a year ago. That was the way it went against most teams they faced.
It's true. They were a very hard team to get the best of.
That's how the Mavericks able to retain possession here. 24 seconds. Collison kicks to Nowitzki. Can't get it to go. Good work defensively by Gasol. And so here's Memphis. Here's McGrady. And he gets it to go from the high post. The Mavericks trailing. Outside
Lights
Collison.
cut off.
The pass to Nowitzki. Over to Saul. And there's Dirk Nowitzki on the
But
assist.
it doesn't phase Dallas.
Collison's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, when you combine Dirk's height with his touch and his release, which is basically behind his head, he becomes impossible to defend. And unless he's just missing his...
An open lane right there. Pretty much saw the daylight he wanted and took advantage.
Yeah, great opportunity, and he sees it without much hesitation.
Yeah, a little too easy, if you ask me. The defense really needs to tighten things up here.
Pass to Keenan. Feeds it to Nowitzki. Keenan, a screen on Gasol.
We'll see how smart they make
Nowitzki
plays.
dishes to Keenan. Gasol with the steal. McGrady gets to Gasol. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac, Tracy McGrady. Now it's a 4-point Grizzly lead. Rutter outside. Over Randall. And the Mavericks getting ready to bucket right here. And here are the Grizzlies with it. Outside Conley. Right side Gasol. It's in there. Conley with the assist. That's now 8 points from Pau Gasol. While there's a break in the action, let's take a look at the players who had the most steals in the league last season. Michael Conley is second. And of course, Tony Allen.
Well, they were so good anticipating passes and really disrupting offenses with their defense.
Mavericks trailed by 4.
You typically get a bit of a grace period as an organization after you win an NBA title. But I can imagine the Mavs would have liked to have done better against the Thunder in last year's playoffs.
Sweat did not taste good. Here comes Michael Conley. 8 points for him. McGrady outside. Gasol, fed by Kaman. 8 away. And Gasol slams it in.
Step aside. We got the big fella coming through.
Huge play.
A powerful brand of basketball right there.
Man, an amazing putback.
Gets his brothers back from that play.
Collison kicks to front. Collison. Keenan sets a screen for Collison. Here's Nowitzki. That's all. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 4th assist in this one. Clark, as you mentioned with the Mavs, no team likes to go one and done in the postseason. That's exactly what happened to them, especially when you know that some of their stars are aging. And they've got some age right now.
Yeah, but they've got some house money to play with, Kevin, because of that championship the season before. But Dallas is now in a transition phase. They knew their stars were getting older, so they had a pretty good draft this past summer. Now it's a time to move forward to the next era of Mavs basketball.
Carter kicks to Richmond. And the Mavericks get another bucket right here.
And it's Richmond and Vince Carter showing same energy.
1:49 left in the first quarter of the game. McGrady against Collison. McGrady passes to Gasol. Here's Randolph. And their work on the board pays off with the second chance points. Randolph's got 6.
And you can see the strategy has been to take the ball inside here.
That's where you get hot. It's a good way to play.
We'll see if Darren Collison gets a lot of assists tonight again.
Well done.
Yeah, 2 teammates in total sync right there. You're right.
Very harmonic.
Oh, man, it was beautiful. The pass was delivered right to the hoop. Set up that champ.
McGrady gets to Gasol. Back to McGrady. And that is good. McGrady's got his second bucket tonight.
You know, you look at how this has played out so far, and they've really had a big advantage inside.
They're getting higher percentage shots in the lane, and they're getting a bounce here and there, but I think they're playing pretty well down there.
Collison kicks to Kaman. McGrady cover. Shoots a fader. And Dallas again with the bucket.
He may single-handedly bring his team back, guys. What a fantastic quarter he's had.
Memphis leading. Back to Randolph. Defended by Carter. Good one. Randolph can't hit. Dallas has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Here's Collison. Nowitzki inside. He's up against Gasol. Keenan dishes to Nowitzki. Outside Collison. Back to Nowitzki. Out to Carter. Jacks up a three. And out of bounds as the Grizzlies gain possession. So both teams making some changes here. Passes to Space over Brand. And Maurice Space, the bucket on the assist by Bayless.
And they didn't expect him to make some.
First points of the night. Shot misses.
Perfect shot right there. Way to trust your teammate.
And we'll be going after this from the American Airlines Center.
If you do, then how would you explain? I'm 10 years removed, still a vibe is in my veins. I got a hustler spirit, period. Check out my hat, yo, peep the way I'm wearing. Check out my swag, yo, I walk like a ball player. No matter what.
The NBA season gains momentum. Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks take on Chris Bosh and the Miami Heat. It's the NBA next Sunday.
We'll see if the record raises. Positive or negative
Quarter just getting set to start.
before that Heat
To
game.
you from the Grizzlies in this one.
Really good sign offensively the way they started this game out, getting a lot of hoops from close range.
Sean
It's a
Elliott
lot
in
easier to get baskets
for the
inside. I know you were a
Grizzlies.
three-point shooter, Steve, and a really good one, but it's always easier to score in the paint.
So with Gasol on the bench, here's how the floor looks for Lionel Hollins. Elliott is out there with Arthur. Then it's Jared Bayless. It's Tony Allen.
Jared
And it's
Bayless and
Spates at the
Devontae
bench.
West.
And
A
there's
good
the bench for
matchup.
Elliott.
Bayless.
He passes it to Arthur. The jump shot from the baseline is right on target. Arthur's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for the Grizzlies. Now here's West. Marion outside. Marion left side.
Almost loses the ball.
The dish to Brand. Fades back. And that one's good. Brand's got his first basket.
Carves up major
Carving them up
space.
inside there, Kevin. I mean, the defense has been vulnerable in there.
Yeah, that's 3 straight field goals in the paint area. That's really good offense.
From the sideline, let's catch up with Boris Burke.
Guys, Chris Kaman coming to Dallas this offseason in free agency. And interesting to see him playing alongside Dirk Nowitzki in the front court. They have some experience playing together on the German national team. Though Kaman was born in the United States, his great-grandparents were German, and he acquired dual citizenship in 2008. A 1-year contract for Kaman leaves the Mavs with
Tony
some
Allen
flexibility,
going for the
and he
steal.
can certainly help them inside, guys.
And at 7 feet tall, he's got consistency with sides doors.
John
Well, he's got a
Havlicek
real comfort level with the mid-range game. I mean, he's got the
showing him about
ability
reaching.
not to let the defense bother him when he's locked into that shooting zone.
Spates sets a screen. Here's Bayless. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks.
Can't get a much better look than that, though.
Sure can. Not one you'd expect him to miss there.
Now on against West. Back to Havlicek. West outside. Dishes it to Oakland. Gives him the lead pass. Pulls it from the elbow. Dallas with another. Grizzlies have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Pass to Elliott. He dishes it to Arthur. That's good. Arthur's got his second basket of the game.
Guys, good job working it down low and getting a high percentage look there. That's good basketball.
Yeah, that's good post ball movement right there.
Of NBA coaching experience, 10 years as a player, over 2 decades in coaching, and all of his head coaching experience has come with the Grizzlies.
Out to West. Back to Brand. Kicks it to Havlicek. Oakley a screen on Allen. Havlicek, the pass to Brand. That's good.
Elton Brand.
And for Lionel Hollins, this is his fourth full season.
Both teams showing energy.
Yeah, he
So
stepped in on an interim
even
basis
after
in
facing
3
defeat.
separate seasons with the Grizzlies. That's really remarkable. Even going way back to their days in Vancouver. So, Hollins has built up a lot of equity with this organization. He's impressed them with his ability and his focus, and just how measured he is in his approach as a coach. I think one of the underrated coaches in this league.
Coming out of the Southwest Division can be extremely tough on teams. I mean, last season, no different, as the Mavericks had to go up against a very, very tough division last season.
He misses the free throw. Spurs were great. Emphasis on Mavs ended up third in the division, even though they played fairly good basketball season long as a defending champion. It is a deep division. Steve, one of the best, I think, in the NBA.
And now Anthony Davis has arrived in New Orleans, so it's just going to get better and stronger. So it's no joke playing in the Southwest.
And he sinks the second.
Terrell Arthur trying to make his way back from that Achilles tendon injury last season. Before that injury, he really solidified his place as an important part of the Grizzlies' rotation. They are really happy to have him back.
Here's Havlicek. A rebound by Gasol.
That's the shot he was looking for. I'm surprised he didn't get it to fall.
Came in and Gasol battling.
And finished off by Gasol. And the Grizzlies lead by 5. Here's Bobo. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Sacramento. Bobo off a pick from Nowitzki. And Bobo kicks
Nowitzki.
And he comes off the screen with the jump shot. Nowitzki's got 10 points in the game.
And going back to Arthur, guys, I mean, he missed the entire season with that Achilles tendon tear. Those actually can be career-ending, but certainly changing injuries. I mean, we'll see how he comes back from it.
Tony Roten with the 10th last play.
Bobo dishes to Nowitzki. Over Gasol. And there's Nowitzki. Finishes by Bobo. And that's 12 points for Nowitzki.
Nowitzki staying focused with the matchup.
In the second quarter so far. Roden gets to Gasol. Havlicek with the rebound. Havlicek's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. Bobo outside. He feeds it to Nowitzki. Backing down.
Memphis going with the double team, but no luck that time.
His first points of the game on the deep ball. Here's Roten. Down low. Here's Allen. And they get it. Nowitzki with the rebound. Nowitzki's got his 4th rebound in this one. Mayo outside. He kicks it to Nowitzki. Back to Mayo. The feed to Bobo. The kick out to Mayo. Havlicek over Roten. And the Mavericks right there.
Having a chance here to check out how the Grizzlies ranked in the NBA last season. First in steals, 12th in blocks. They were in the top half of the league in free throw shooting.
Havlicek getting acquainted with the Mavericks.
And the thing that I like that you talked about, Clark, was the steals, because to me that's their identity as a ball club. Number 1 in the league in thefts. They tried to take the ball away from the offense and really convert at the other end. And when they got that game going, they were really tough.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group. The Grizzlies trail by 4.
We'll see how Tracy McGrady does his adversity.
He's covered by Richmond. And the basket good. McGrady's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Well, when you think about instant offense, his name comes to mind immediately. It doesn't take much for him to get it going and run off a string of buckets.
He's one of the best at finishing in close quarters, too. I mean, it's very hard to knock him off his shot.
Conley against West. Conley the pass to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist. That's 10 points for Marc Gasol. The Mavericks shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively. West kicks to Brand. Brand right side. Brand right side. Feeds it to Richmond. McGrady covering. Richmond kicks to Brand. Here's Marion, and he lays it straight in.
And they've been getting to the rebounds tonight.
And that's why you love this guy. I mean, tremendous work on the offensive boards. He just gets you second chance points.
Conley dishes to Gasol. And the rejection by Brand. Stolen by Michael Conley. Shoots over Richmond. Conley gets the bucket.
Michael Conley times the shot
They are in attack
to
mode
kick
right
the
now.
defender
10
off
straight
of him.
points, guys, all coming inside the paint.
And Steve, if I'm them, I'd keep going right to the heart of that defense like they have been until they do something about it. If they don't offer resistance, take everything you can get.
Good.
Seems to be getting better as this game goes on.
The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conley kicks to Spates. Guarded by Marion. It's the fadeaway. That's good. He's got
Maurice Space.
You don't see the wide open fadeaway shot too often.
West outside. It's Richmond on the wing.
He keeps this play up, he will be on his starting position for the next game.
Over McGrady. Again, the Mavericks.
He's been so solid. You got to keep him out there on the floor. Really doing a nice job for the offense.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Charles Oakley, he's checked in for Marion. Havlicek comes in for Richmond. And it's Collison in for Delonte West. Then for the Grizzlies, Zach Randolph's checked in for Gasol. Allen comes in for McGrady. And Jared Bayless subbed in for Mike Conley. Brand comes to help. Here's Randolph. Oakley with some nice D.
Tough D on the inside.
Put up a roadblock, construction barrel right there. That's what he brings defensively.
Here's Collison. Again, the Mavericks.
Looked like the defense kind of backed off him and he took advantage.
Allen outside.
I got ball.
Passes it to Randall.
There you go, Bayless.
From 13.
Come on, man.
And that one's good.
Zach Randolph.
Randolph's got 8 points.
Now they may have to climb on his back to get back into this game.
It's Vince Carter on the wing. Back to Collison. Carter right side. The tray. The shot's good. He's making the play. Collison's got 6 assists here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 7.
You know, the Grizzlies were dominant against the West in the 2010.
Double team works out.
As you might imagine, in a season where they lost Zach Randolph for a good portion of the year, they weren't quite the same against the Western Conference last season.
Now Bayless. Looking for his first bucket of the game. The pass to Elliott. Outside for Randolph. There's the dish to Spates. And that one's good. Spates has got 8. And of course, you lose a guy
Maurice
like Zach
Space
Randolph,
tonight.
power forward. You have a harder time matching up with all the great post players in the West. It was a pretty big challenge.
A big-time challenge, Kevin, and yet the Grizzlies were able to come out ahead overall with the 26-20.
That athletic play, incredible.
Jared Bayless off the leash.
I tell you what, you need to archive that one for the highlight tape.
Oh, yeah, that is a keeper. You're correct.
Man, that was incredible. Yeah, and those plays will give your team a huge boost.
Collison, the pass to the corner. He passes to Havlicek. In by Oakley. Back to Carter. Takes the three. And it's good. He's got 11.
The defense not doing a good job at all of getting after him. They've got to crowd him and make it tough for him. That's his second this quarter.
It may be a long night for them tonight. Maybe not.
Here's Spates. The monster one-hand slam.
And he's been there tonight. 10 points
His teammates fired up.
so far tonight.
Slam to finish things off.
To the middle. Stolen by Allen. Outside Randolph. Dishes it to Bayless. It's hauled in by Oakley.
Well, that was not a smart play there. That's a wild shot. They can get something better.
No, that's not smart basketball. He should have passed that shot up.
And we've reached halftime in this one. The Mavericks lead by 6. The Sprint halftime show with Damon Bruce is coming up next. Then it'll be on to the third quarter. We'll see you then.
Now, presented by Sprint. It's halftime, and I'm Damon Bruce. An excellent game going on at American Airlines Center.
Scouters looking at Dirk
One in
Nowitzki
progress for the
tonight.
Mavericks. They're scoring effortlessly. The defense has been completely overmatched. For Dirk Nowitzki, it's been too easy against this Grizzlies D. He's got 12 points and a great field goal percentage for him as he's been making his shots count. And for Memphis, they've really been battling. Smart decision-making offensively, great ball
Paul
handling
Gasol with his
limiting
tenacity
turnovers.
tonight.
Excellent output from Pau Gasol in this one. Consistent shooting from the field, making well over 65% of his shots. Not a lot of guys put up a half a basketball like that. A look now at some games slated for later on in the evening. Out in Charlotte, it'll be the Bobcats against the Magic. 2 teams, 1 division. Should be a good one. Tip-off is at 7 Eastern. And one game also on the docket. The Jazz will square off against the Nuggets out in Denver. Start time, 7 o'clock Eastern. And another game that's coming up, the Los Angeles Clippers up against the Warriors out in Oakland. That gets going 7:30 Eastern. And that's going to do it. Time now to send you back to Big D. Third quarter coming up.
And we welcome you back to nighttime view of glistening downtown Dallas, Texas. Dirk Nowitzki having a dominant impact in this game.
Soft spots in that defense. Very efficient game for him so far.
Yeah, and I like what he's done, Steve. I mean, he's made a couple of jumpers here or there, but what he's
As it is, the association games are in their order.
Mavericks leading by 6. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Mavericks. Allison is out there with
Mitch Richmond.
And Carter in at the 3 spot. Conley gets to Gasol. Over Nowitzki. And Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Conley. Conley's got 3 assists now in this one. Dallas is gone 5 of 8 from three-point land. 15 points and a deep ball for them tonight. Richmond outside. Fires the 3. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. Collison's got his 7th assist in the game. Conley kicks to Randall. Carter with the block.
Oh, they're now +5 in the
Nice
rebound
moves, though.
Controlling the glass.
Just
Rebounding is one of
not
those
the result.
non-stats. I mean, it takes work and effort and tenacity. But when you look at the scoreboard, you can see the correlation.
They take it up to double
Well,
digits.
Darren Collison, the speed merchant out of UCLA, a scoring point guard, the son of 2 track stars. Boy, he's got quickness. You can't run away from that DNA.
McGrady against Carter. A fadeaway. Gets it to go. McGrady's got 8 points.
Guys, he's been a go-to guy for him. I mean, and the pressure's going to continue to build on him the longer they're in this hole.
Here's Collison.
From the free throw line.
Going back to Darren Collison, Clark. Not just a speedster. He's a steady outside shooter, too. That makes him tough to handle.
Yeah, and I think, guys, the key for him is the development as a playmaker. You know, we know he can score. He's a scrappy defender. He earned that one, took the hit, and still found a way to knock it down.
Yeah, fantastic body control. And the will to get it done.
And we know it's huge when it's a double replay.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 2 on the night so far from the line.
But you take a look back to last year, guys. This is a club that converted about 76% of its free throws.
Free throw good. McGrady.
Spectacular play.
Zach Randolph going down last year and missing a significant amount of time. You knew that the Grizzlies would have to have some other players step up, and they sure got it from Mike Conley and Marc Gasol. Those two guys really upped their games, and I thought they were the key to
Another rejection.
excellent season.
They have it in single digits.
McGrady. He was covered by Richmond. Outside Conley. He dishes it to Gasol. And another basket for Memphis. Well, see, that's a big part of what makes the Grizzlies so good. They don't have a go-to guy, but rather just a wonderful collection of good young players.
No real weaknesses either. I mean, there really isn't one area or position or style that they can't adapt to or play with, Kevin. And you like that about their team. Part of their success is just their ability to be able to match up with anybody.
Gets the bucket.
Can't pass up that kind of look.
Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. Outside Collison. Back to Keeman. Over Gasol. Rejected by Gasol. Here's McGrady. Carter with the block.
And are they ever working inside? Good job on the glass.
Excellent job on the glass, Steve. I agree. I mean, they're battling in there. They're fighting, they're scrapping, they're clawing, and they're getting the job done.
Chris gets it to go. 14 points for Chris Kaman.
Well, and you can't let them get deep position.
Yeah, you got to do your work early here, Steve, and you got to be physical with them.
Conley dishes to Gasol.
Ball of us, take it away.
Kicks it to McGrady. Back to Randolph. Right side Gasol. He feeds it to Randolph. That's good. Randolph's got 10.
Well, he's been scoring pretty well on just a few attempts. Might help him out if he was a bit more assertive.
Collison kicks to Richmond. Carter outside. Back to Richmond. Shot from the wing. It's rebounded by Gasol. Gasol's got 4 rebounds now tonight. High post shot. And that one's good. And now it's only a 5-point Maverick lead.
Sometimes folks forget about his decent mid-range jumper. He can knock those down all game given a chance.
Here's Carter. No good. Some solid defense from Randolph. Grizzlies have gone 7-9 from the field to start this second half. Some tremendous shooting from them. Outside Conley. He kicks to Gasol. Working on Collison. And they double up Gasol. Here's Conley. Again, Memphis.
Michael Conley.
So it's the Mavericks now.
Grizzly offense on a 15-6 run.
Outside Collison. It's going to be 2.
Out of UCLA, very, very fast point guard. Likes to score. And shoot little mid-range shots or get all the way to the rim. A good playmaker.
Derek Collison to the line.
You know he can create
As we see the
opportunities for his
Mavericks
teammates.
comparison.
Free throw good from Collison.
You look at Collison, he's a deceptive shooter. He's got deep range. I mean, he shoots a lot more deep twos than he does threes, but he shoots them well, both of them. I think he might benefit if he took a few more threes and forced defenders to come out on him because he's got excellent speed off the dribble.
Good on both.
You have to give the ownership a lot of credit for the Mavs' success over the years, guys. A lot of people may not agree with things he has to say, but you can't argue with the success that he's had. He's spent his money, his resources, he's put a ton of passion and energy into building that franchise, and it's developed into one of the best in the entire league.
Mavericks leading by 3.
And he's been focused tonight.
John Havlicek on the wing. The feed now to Brand.
There's always something when this song comes on.
Arthur grabs the board. You talk about passionate ownership on the sideline, actively involved in crafting the roster and the fan experience. You don't get much better than Dallas. From the top all the way down, it's all about winning. And that's the for the NBA.
And I think he wants the best for his players, too. And that's why, as a player, you've got to love, admire, and respect that. You know that he wants to win just as much as you do. And it's easy to go the extra mile and commit to a team where that's the case coming from ownership.
Oh.
And stolen by Oakley. Havlicek with it. And Roten picks him up defensively. Here's Mayo. And it's
OJ Mayo.
And here are the Grizzlies now. They trail by 7.
They played some tough defense off of that turnover.
It's rebounded by Dallas. Puts it up from 15. They get the rebound. The kick out to Collison. Brand sets a screen for Collison. Puts the lead pass in front of him. Offensive rebound. Finds yet again. Indeed, Brand will come in for 2. And it's a 9-point Maverick lead. Here are the Grizzlies with the ball. Roten, the pass to McGrady. Guarded by Mayo.
Collison looking like he wants to help.
Here's Roten, second chance shot. He was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Let's take a look at last year's Dallas Mavericks and where they ranked in the NBA.
They get him for the foul on the double team.
8th and fewest turnovers per game. And they were top 10 in free throw percentage. That's always helpful in winning games.
Still, I think the key to their team was the steals that you talked about, because they were a team that put a lot of pressure on the offense. They got out, made the passing lane, tried to force turnovers, and when they did, they usually converted those into points at the other end, and that's one of the reasons they were pretty good.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Sean Marion is checked in for Brand. West comes in for O.J. Mayo. And it's Bogle in for Darren Collison. So Memphis going with almost an entire new group here. Zach Randolph is checked in for Spates. Saul comes in for Jarrell Arthur. Tony Allen's checked in for Elliott. And Ellington is subbed in for Tracy McGrady. Left side, Bobois. Havlicek with it. And Allen picks him up defensively. And stolen by Roten. And now the Grizzlies, fast break. Bobois pulls it in.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Scooped up. Mary. Some solid defense from Gasol. The Grizzlies trail by 7. Roten dishes to Gasol.
Huge rejection by Sean Marion.
Again, he's one of the best post scorers in the game. A little underrated, if that's possible. He can finish with either hand, great footwork. He can score on the block. He can face you up and knock down a jump shot. To me, he's the most skilled big man in the game right now.
And Steve, you talked about his skill level, his passing and vision for a big guy. Really unique and special. Whether on the high post or low post, he does an excellent job finding his teammates for hoops.
Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Dallas. Marc Gasol's checked in for Memphis. Bayless comes in for Roten. Both free throws good from Gasol.
Seeing the Mavs in the playoffs is something that is almost a given at this point. I mean, they've made it each season since 2001.
Nowitzki with it. Gasol covering. Nowitzki kicks it to West. Over Ellington. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Goes up on the wing, and that comes off the assist by Jarrett Bayless.
Dwayne Ellington brings it.
You do take for granted that somehow, some way, they'll find their way into the postseason, Steve. And but the results obviously were they just got in, but they couldn't do anything once they got there.
Well, I give Mark Cuban a ton of credit for what Clark talked about, just the longevity of their success. And a lot of that has to do with Dirk Nowitzki as well. But Cuban had a vision, put together an amazing.
I don't know how he made that, but Delonte West made that
What a run it's been for Dallas.
over Wayne Ellington.
Allen, right side. Feeds to Bayless. Passes it to Ellington. Now the pass to Gasol. He's against Nowitzki. Gasol passes to Ellington. A runner. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Nowitzki's got 6 rebounds in the game.
This game very well could come down to a few possessions, and if that's the case, rebounding could play large.
Yeah, in a close game like this, when securing the ball, it's still fighting.
He's a major weapon.
Dirk
guy.
Nowitzki.
That's simple.
The Grizzlies trail by 7. Here is Bayless. Outside Gasol. Ellington. Gasol is screen on Havlicek. Stolen by Havlicek.
Havlicek with the take.
Here we go. The Mavericks on a fast break. That's good from Pollard.
And he gets the assist.
Havlicek's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Back to Allen. Dish out to Gasol.
The legend showing some moves, the skills on defense.
Allen outside. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his 2nd personal foul tonight.
He's such an erratic offensive player. In fact, back in Boston when he was with the Celtics, a lot of people called him trick or treat because you never knew who was going to show up on a given night. But he's really become an important player on this Grizzlies roster.
You know, and getting back to Tony Allen, guys, I mean, his aggressive physical style has really become a part of the team's identity. They call it grit and grind. I love that. His emergence has really coincided with this team's rise in the Western Conference's pecking order.
The lights go out for a sec.
Chris Kaman's checked in for Marion. Carter comes in for Havlicek. And it's Richmond in for Delonte West.
I thought it was a good season for Memphis, once again building off of their 2011 campaign when they finished as the 8th seed. Still a lot of work to do if they want to win that division.
The Grizzlies trail by 9. Conley kicks to Allen. Dishes to Gasol. Chris Kaman pulls it in. Kaman's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Going back to the Grizzlies in the Southwest. So many tough teams, and Memphis usually
Mitch Richmond.
but they have yet to challenge for the crown in that division. Pretty good indication, Steve, of how good it actually is, how deep it is.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you're dealing with Dallas and San Antonio every year, 2 of the marquee franchises in the league. And, you know, New Orleans is getting better now. Houston is competitive year after year. So, to me, that is the best division in the NBA.
Here's Carter. And the Mavericks get the right there.
They can do no wrong offensively. Everything's dropping, guys, and that confidence, it gets infectious and contagious.
Here's Conley. And blocked. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. That one is on Kaman.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Grizzlies have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. The first one falls.
You know, being behind in this game, Kevin, they're doing what they need to do, driving the lane and forcing the defense into some mistakes.
But even if it doesn't fall, they're stopping the clock and getting a chance to score from the line.
We'll see if he brings it to single digits after and off this free throw.
Second free throw.
They've built a big lead here so far, and a lot of it has to do with how well they've been rebounding.
Yeah, every time they make a stop, they're securing the rebound, and that's really allowed them to get out to this lead.
Low block dishes to Carter. Over to Saul. And it's Carter missing. Here's Conley. Shot is off. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. The Mavericks on top. The Grizzlies leading by 10. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. This Wednesday, Tim Duncan and the San Antonio Spurs take on Kevin Durant and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Big-time hoops coming your way.
Spurs with an opener. If so,
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. And now our sideline reporter, Doris Burke, has a report on our Sprite Uncontainable Game. Hi, Doris.
Thanks, Kevin. And it's the Mavericks with the Uncontainable Game Award for the offensive stretch they put together. They had a defense that simply couldn't be solved, and it was all that they needed in order to build a lead. That effort will be needed for one more period if they want to get the win.
Doris, thank you. And what a concerted effort they put together tonight.
And, you know, that was really the uncontainable aspect in this game, Kevin. They got on the same page as a team and pretty much did what they wanted for the entire stretch.
Well, clearly it's a different game without that scoring run. That was a game-changing run.
there's the field goal comparisons.
Here's how the floor looks for Lionel Holland.
Left side makes, right side attempts.
Mavericks leading by 10. And here's Collison.
And he still catches it.
The alley-oop pass right into the layup. Outstanding play that time.
Absolutely. The technique couldn't have been any better.
Bro, that's two guys who really love playing together, and it shows on that play.
Mr. Elliott. He dishes it to Arthur. Looked away. It's taken away by Collison. Dale, and that's for two. Arthur grabs the board. The Grizzlies trail by 12. Here's Allen. Shot is off. Some solid defensive work there from Havlicek. Collison off the pick from Keenan. Leans. And he drops it in. The offensive rebound.
And they need these rebounds. Fourth final quarter.
Yeah, it's not really a surprise. I mean, rebounding one of the true barometers in winning basketball games. If you rebound better, you typically are going to win ball games and do it.
Nice shot by Randolph.
Well, they haven't been getting lit up from outside here. All the points they're giving up are from in close. They've got to offer more resistance.
Yeah, defense has to get better, Clark. They've got to body up, bump somebody.
Grizzlies with the takeaway.
Force the action back out to the perimeter.
Oh, that's just a heartbreaker.
Mavericks leading by 12. Collison with it. Finally picks him up. And there's O.J. Collison.
Yeah, saw just a little bit of daylight, went right to the rim.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Conley kicks to Randall. Kicks to Allen. Lets it go from deep. And that one's good. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Conley against Collison.
Conley playing some good defense.
Feeds it to Havlicek. He kicks it to Mayo. Shot is blocked, but they recover it. Oakley fakes to Havlicek.
Memphis ready to deflect.
And the shot is good. And the Mavericks lead by 13. Timeout called the Grizzlies.
Huge play as the collapse happened. As he did score.
Hi, Kevin. I was able to hear the advice Lionel Hollins gave to his team during that last break. He was emphatic. We're not getting it done, fellas. We've simply got to step up, get engaged, and try to battle back. Guys, we'll see if the pep talk gets them going.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Dirk Nowitzki, he's checked in for Oak. Carter comes in for Havlicek. And it's Richmond in for O.J. Mayo.
Inside the field goal zone.
Because when you do that, you get higher percentage shots, and typically good things happen.
Mavericks leading by 11. It's stolen by McGrady.
Tracy McGrady.
And a foul on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot two right here.
It's been a nice game for McGrady. 15 points and also a block shot.
Who knows if that affects him bringing ball up court.
Was a superstar, two-time scoring champion.
They probably still trust him with the ball.
But definitely an effective one.
Free throw good, McGrady. Talking about McGrady, some teams were ambivalent about, signing him because they weren't sure he'd be willing to accept a lesser role.
Well, I think he's proven that that wasn't the case. He has accepted a lesser role. And his ability to handle
As it is, each game doesn't come easy.
Like to have on the team. And
We'll see.
he can definitely be effective setting the table for his teammates. So, to his credit, he's accepted where he is and has helped his team.
Outside Collison. The feed to Richmond. Over Allen.
Huge rejections down in the paint. Field goal zone.
A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Both of these teams have really stepped it up offensively.
You know what, Steve? They haven't missed a chance, and I think both teams really know what's at stake on every possession here.
Tracy McGrady coming to the rescue.
Outside Collison. Passes it to Richmond. Kaman defended by Gasol. Kaman backing down. Little turnaround. And that one close. And the Mavericks lead by 9.
Take on the turnaround. There's no stopping it.
Matthew Allen. Gasol. And it's Memphis with another one.
My goodness, he's knocking down everything he looks at.
The Mavericks have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Collison, the pass to King. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. And that's now 20 points for Chris Kaman. Conley dishes to Gasol. Allen. Over Carter. Allen's shot is off. Richard against him. Open look. That's blocked. Deflects the pass. That's out of bounds. The Grizzlies able to retain possession here. Let's see what the Dallas Mavericks have coming up. And this game is done. They'll be off to Orlando and they'll take on the Magic. And that'll be the first of a 2-game road trip for them.
I tell you, I'm anxious to see what ends up happening with that Knicks game. It should be a good one.
Gasol kicks to McGrady. Conley feeds it to Gasol. Back to Conley. And that one's good.
That's exactly what they had in mind on that possession.
Mavericks leading by 7. Outside Collison. Here's Richmond. Offensive rebound. And another shot. And Kaman finishes inside. Kaman's got 8 here in the quarter.
Really strong performance by them so far in the glass.
You know, the lead they have in the rebounding category is also part of the reason they're on top on the scoreboard as well.
Right side, Conley. 16 feet away. Again, Memphis. And the Mavericks call time here.
Huge shots. They trim it to 7. They still won't let up. Champ behind Kamen.
Come on, back to that, man. There's the pass to Richmond over McGrady, and there's Richmond. Assist by Collison. Richmond's got 9 points now in just the second half. Now here's Conley. The dish to Gasol. Out of bounds. Dallas taking possession.
All right, it went out of bounds before it went off Nowitzki's leg.
That will be game 2 of 4 straight on the road.
Dallas's schedule and the Memphis' schedule have been shown.
Outside Collison. He passes it to Nowitzki. Over to Saul, and it's Dallas with another.
Well, they haven't had to ask him to do too much, but he's doing whatever's needed out there.
And what a hesitational shot.
Now McGrady. Outside Gasol. And another basket for Memphis.
And the defense just couldn't get a hand in his face, couldn't challenge the shot.
Yeah, made his height advantage count that time.
Richmond kicks to Collison. Back to Richmond. Shot on the wing. That ball. Great assist by Darren Collison. Richmond's got 22. McGrady with the ball. Conley gets to Gasol. Hammers it home.
He's done a ton to help his team, guys, and he may have to do more if they're going to come back and win.
Mavericks leading by 9.
Come to me, come to me.
Collison in the post, over by Conley. Here's Richmond. Allen with the rebound.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
McGrady with the ball. Picked up by Collison. And it's Memphis with another.
Dallas still playing smart, giving up possessions and still taking rebounds.
Making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
Yeah, Steve and Kevin, you guys got to love this teamwork. I mean, everybody's involved and engaged.
Mitch Richmond.
When all 5 guys
And making huge shots.
that makes it so tough.
They're still on the barrel of this lead.
Account for everybody when the ball's moving so quickly.
They are barreling Memphis right now.
Shoots off the screen. And there's Gasol. That's good on the assist by Conley.
Memphis still showing
26
focus.
points for Pau Gasol. Conley against Collison. It's blocked.
Memphis still wanting their fans this season.
And Dallas again.
But this team has really been on the offensive glass here in the second half, doing an outstanding job. And that's one of the reasons they're on top.
Inside to Gasol.
There's one thing about the alley-oop. You can't fire the pass in there. You got to have some air under that pass. It needs a little hang time.
That's exactly right. A lot of finesse, just like that one was. Perfectly thrown.
And that's what makes the play so much fun to watch. There's finesse on the front end, but then power on the end.
Collison kicks to Kamen. That falls. Great assist by Darren Collison. 24 points for Chris Kamen. Now a timeout called by Memphis. Mitch Richmond really making a difference here.
They need to make some adjustments because he's
He beat my score of this game.
For Tracy McGrady.
I'm pretty satisfied with how many points I scored, even though we lost our game. When it was my game, hopefully I'll have a good enough performance next game come around.
Conley gets to Allen. Dishes it to Randolph. Shoots from the baseline, and that's collected by Nowitzki.
Well, I think one of the stories has been rebound.
Right now, teams are filling each other.
He dishes it to
Not
Kagan,
really
covered by Conley.
a set game plan yet to shut down more than one person.
The Grizzlies trail by 12. Conley, the pass to Gasol. Outside Gasol. It's rebounded by Dallas.
A little bit of battling going on.
Outside Collison. Pass to Richmond. Carter outside. Makes the lead pass. Keenan. And it's Gasol with the rebound. The Grizzlies shooting a superb 63% from the field.
We are under 2 minutes.
Conley dishes to Randolph. Shot no good.
Yeah, he's struggled with his shot this quarter, and he's got to find a groove somehow.
Here's Collison, and it's Dallas with another.
They're looking good here, adding to this lead.
Yeah, time winding down here, the score and the clock clearly in their favor.
Good look. It's rebounded by Dallas. Keenan's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Baseline Jay.
Gonzalez going on the rampage.
23 points.
They're closing this game out.
Kicks it to Gasol, and it's shot back by Keenan. Here's Richmond. That is good. Richmond. And the Mavericks lead by 18.
Doesn't look like they're going to take it easy on them down the stretch.
It certainly doesn't look like it. I mean, they're still aggressively attacking the basket and putting up points.
Conley kicks to Gasol. And he throws it down with one hand.
This is Kevin Harlan, reached up high and brought it down hard.
Well, that's how you do the dunk. That's for darn sure.
And that's how you commentate.
You guys are crazy.
Here is Collison. He feeds it to Carter. Over Conley. Allen with the rebound. And here we go with Michael Conley. He kicks it to Gasol. That's in there. Conley with the assist.
Oh, Gasol.
So we see the Mavericks taking the lead here. They put on a show tonight, literally controlling each end of the floor.
Hey, what more can you add?
Thanks for tuning in to the NBA on 2K Sports.
What a good game tonight. The Mavericks finishing strong. We'll see if that chemistry goes stronger. Memphis taking another heartbreaker. We'll see if that doesn't let them down. The size matchup did not matter from the Gasol brothers tonight, as Nowitzki and Chris Kaman did their thing tonight. Chris Kaman, surprisingly, the player of the game tonight. I was going to think Nowitzki would have took it. Mitch Richmond with 27 points. As the judges had him as a vote. But he did not turn out to be the Jordan player of the game. Our Jordan player of the gamer, Chris Kaman. Double-double. Double-double also with Nowitzki. Dirk Nowitzki. Darren Collison, Fitz Carter, Elton Brand, John Havlicek, Rodrigue Beauvoir, Delonte West, OJ Mayo, Sean Marion, Charles Oakley, and that is our Dallas Mavericks that played tonight. Pau Gasol, Tracy McGrady, 32 points by Pau Gasol tonight. Michael Conley, Mark Gasol, Zach Randolph, Maurice Bates, Darrell Arthur, Tony Allen, Tony Roten, Wayne Ellington, Jared Bayless, and Sean Elliott. As it is, we're going to get to your team stats, as that was from your Memphis Grizzlies that played tonight. And we will be concluding this game. If you liked it, please subscribe. Tune in to whenever more uploads occur. And also, you can playlist our library, add this, and watch the association games one by one. And enjoy. They are on my profile in my library section. If you have, or if you tuned into this game and you watched it and enjoyed. But as it is, we are going to get into the next game. Thank you for watching. Association to NBA 2K13 Association League.